Hi everyone, welcome back to Playing With Your Food. Well, if you've stuck around this long, you have my undying respect. Thank you for weeding through all the other detritus on the internet and somehow finding my stupid videos. But most of all, it means you really care about food, and it's a good thing you tuned in, because in today's episode, we're going deep. Really deep. So deep into the very building blocks of food, the very heart of what makes food delicious, that you should probably leave a forwarding address, because we may never return. This is getting really hard to do in one take. Can we go to another camera? Today, we're going to be exploring the world of salt. Seriously? Salt? Alright, whatever. Mankind has existed for a long time, like almost 1,000 years or something. And since the dawn of our creation, we have needed fuel to sustain our daily actions. Whether it was hunting wild game or posting obnoxious YouTube comments, humans needed food to live. But somewhere down the line, the taste of unseasoned mammoth just wasn't cutting it anymore, and thus, salt was born. Well, there was a lot of other stuff in the middle, but I'll get to that later. Firstly, what is salt at the molecular level? The salt we use, commonly known as rock salt or table salt, is composed mostly of sodium chloride, a compound formed when a sodium atom and a chlorine atom love each other very much, and I'll skip the details. So, allow me to introduce the man of the hour himself, salt. Just pan down to the bowl of salt. What do you mean there's no salt? Did I forget to get salt before the video? Excuse me for a second. Be right back. Salt. Salt. Wow, that was totally worth it. So, why do we use salt with so much of our food? 'Cause it tastes good, damn it! The human body actually requires the ions of sodium and chlorine in salt to help regulate its balance of water, something salt is quite good at that I'll also touch upon in a bit. The main use of salt back in ancient times was as a means of preservation. Salting a meat such as beef or fish allowed it to last longer and stay fresh in times before modern refrigeration. This meant that food could be stored longer and there was much less waste. Salting and curing meats helped remove moisture, stunting the growth of possibly harmful microorganisms present in the raw food. So basically, salting keeps things fresh and makes them last longer? As an experiment, I'm going to salt my copy of Final Fantasy XIII and see if it stays fresh.
Just another battle.
It didn't work! That's weird. For a moment there, I felt like I was wasting everyone's time. Apart from making sure our supply of Slim Jims lasts until the end of time itself, the most common use of salt in the culinary world is for seasoning. As I mentioned before, salt has the unique ability to regulate the moisture in meats, and salting a thick, juicy steak will draw out the natural juices of the meat and improve its texture. Without a little pinch of salt, meals wouldn't taste the way most people are used to. One of our natural tastes is designed for salt, you know. But that's not to say that you can have all the salt you want. As with most foods, everything is best consumed in moderation. Overconsumption of salt has been associated with high blood pressure and even stroke in old age. Too much sodium chloride can sure be an assault on your body. You know, because the salt is in the word assault. Never mind. I want to have salt, but now I'm all paranoid. What are my options? Apart from limiting your intake, there are salt substitutes that are composed mostly of potassium chloride, which can help prevent that nasty sodium from piling up in your body. Man, who does potassium think it is anyway, using K as its letter? What is it, trying to hide from the other elements or something? Now we have several types of salt, so you're probably wondering, how should we use each of them? Well, I'll tell you, so just shut up and listen. When you start with a raw steak, season it with a fine table salt. Once it's done cooking and is allowed to rest, you can finish it on top with something larger like sea salt or fleur de sel.
Gentlemen?
And because you're being health conscious, sprinkle some of that salt substitute on your French fries. Have some salt on your boy.
Sodium. Well, if you don't know anything about sodium now, I don't know what else we can do.
I swear this is just salt.